All right. So I was trying to think about the. So we got somebody taking a leap of faith towards the King of Cups, this Jesus energy. This could be somebody because I'm hearing here. It's like I was just sitting here reading, and it says, "If running against men has wearied you, how will you race against horses? And if the land of peace you fall headlong with, what will you do in the thicket of the Jordan? For even your own brothers, the men of your father's house, betrayed you. They have recruited a force against you. Do not believe them, even if they are friendly to you in their words." So, I don't know. Because we got the King of Cups in the upright, and somebody is coming towards this person with a, like, coming towards this person taking a leap of faith. But then when I just turned it, we got the leap of faith going towards the money. So somebody could be trying to call you in, reel you in. But earlier I posted on my page something like, it's the foundation, basically the bread, not phallic, but actual bread, not bread food, but like money. Okay. And then the it's something also about um oh, the respect come with the titles, right? So I don't know, because I was just hearing something else in my head. Somebody trying to get you to, mm because I was just watching a little clip of 12 Years a Slave, and it's almost like somebody's been enslaved or somebody's been in the slave mindset. So this could be also what somebody is saying, running against men. Okay, 5 years. Okay, this could be also a Queen of Swords energy here. The Queen of Swords could be trying to get to this bag too. All right. But like I said, if these are Moses's, the ones that was going against God in the dark or in the underworld, they have the script. They know what's coming next. These are people that have been broken into the tombs, or even if they had me as dead or whatever like this, they have me as dead so they can break into the tomb or they can break into my dome and they can take out the information. So we've been on just tarot, like random stuff. But usually my channel is about really informational stuff that's like really structured. You know what I'm saying? I was here earlier in my feed came up a story that I did a couple years back, probably like 10 years ago, on white slaves, or white slaves were the first people that was enslaved in this nation. Um, and somebody just put that in my feed and it just reminded me of the white slaves. They said British slaves or something like this. So this could also be people that was taken from Brit from the UK in some of these cases and brought to America, or there was people that could have been in America and then went to the UK and then was brought back. Because in this chapter it's talking about, I sent these people away because they evil doing, and then now they came back and they still doing the same thing. And maybe think about Epstein taking these people off to the islands and all this stuff and working with those kids, because that was really what they were doing. Nobody really correlates the fact that these children were being abused. But there was something I thought that I read about Epstein doing something, work with like children that had, problems learning or something like this. He was doing something else. Okay. This was like a long time before the scandal started. I thought that people were saying that he was doing stuff with technology or helping children with technology. So again, this could be also a Bilquis energy. Somebody teaching somebody when she's like, oh, they taught me how to use their stuff. So somebody could be trying to come back in and, ooh, somebody could be trying to come back in and make amends with somebody or make something, but these people had something to do with it. These could be sisters or brothers or transgenders or whatever this is. You can't trust them either. This eternal energy, it can't be trusted, because God already showed me what these people was doing. All right. So again, the drip energy could be that somebody is being held. There could be one of my clones that could be held somewhere where they're getting the information from, I don't know, making this person do research, or I don't know, do something here. Because I feel like this person don't want to help. They still trying to get to this money. Now, one of these masculines could be a entity that's attached to this eternal energy. That's why it seems like such a battle with me and this person, especially on information. Okay, because now people are going more into talking about like the technical things, financial things, from like readings about like twin flames or whatever. So, or who's coming towards you next or whatever. But see, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing about that, these was the people that was leading these people astray. So how you gonna be the ones? How they gonna be the ones to fix it? That's what I don't understand. And we think about it, Bilquis in that show, Bilquis was one of the old gods, or the people that was playing gods with the other nations. Okay, but again, Bilquis is African. When Bilquis is sat down on and lit all them candles, this could be candle magic, or with this Candelaria energy, this could be this candy energy, because they knew, she got a prophecy right then and there that in the future this is America. Like Bilquis was like, I was before all of them or whatever. She was this energy that was marched around or something like this. But when she did that candle magic and then she went to channeling and she stopped, the word that came out of her mouth was America. So this is something about America, or this is where America as a god or something, or as the origine or something, steps in. So I don't know exactly. It doesn't really say, because I think the show don't even run no more, what that actually really meant when she was like, America. So this could be somebody looking at a screen or looking at something and realizing who somebody is, or something like this. Okay, because we done went a long way, y'all. Okay, I had to think about it. Excuse me. The spiritual attack or whatever on my household or whatever, that just started. I was already doing this kind of thing when it comes to history and doing this shit and the indigenous stuff way before that. So I just had to stop and think. That's a long ass time. And I think when I first started doing tarot, I'm like, why is this making me think about 12 years a slave? They want me to work my ass off, something like this, and then they flaunting some fancy slave around, you know, acting like this bitch telling me what to do on my own soil. So this is also making me think about them capturing America, G7, enslaving her, also with the brothers. The brothers would be possibly Biden and them, you know, whoever would be the presidents, because this is my country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this would probably be meaning something like they don't even trust them over there. You get what I'm saying? Because they up to the old shit. Okay, this could also be with their forefathers. We're talking about it's our forefathers because this is America, but it also could be talking about that too, because it's saying that these people are up to the tricks and antics or whatever of their fathers. Okay, so America is the one that have to keep on going through the beatings regardless. You understand? And it's not supposed to be that way right now. So that's what I was thinking. I kept on thinking passport. So I don't know, like I said, there could become with something else just by getting a passport. All right? Because there's nobody here like, yeah, you need to get, there's nobody talking to me like, yeah, you need to get here. You need to go to the north. You need to do this. Like, nobody's saying anything like that. All right? So I don't know. It just makes me think that it's like I'm seeing like a railroad or a railway where the tracks is broken off. Like, nobody, like, you get what I'm saying? Even going fast, this is like a railway. It just broke down within the past hour and a train is coming through. And they trying to figure out how to stop the train because it's like a big gaping hole in the track, and underneath, this happened to be over a bridge. There's two huge cliffs. And when this train go over, it's going over a big ass bridge with water or dirt at the bottom, and nobody has told anybody, you know, that the bridge is out, right? It's kind of like that's what I'm getting here. It's like somebody's trying to put me in a position where it's like, what? Wait, what did you just say? You know, it's a toxic thing. It's something that have to be handled properly, and somebody just run past you and say, get this, and they speaking in a whole different language. These people are speaking in a whole different language, okay? So I feel like this could be something where, how they're saying you can't see this, or how you couldn't keep up with this, you couldn't keep up with that. Whoop-de-boo. This is about changing off servers. This could be one of these people from the Westeros energy or the West Side, whatever they got going on with their technology. These people could have did something here. I told you also from the North, okay? So this could be whatever they was doing when I was younger and I was still in my Holy Spirit energy, not to be able to see them moving around me weird or something like this. It's like they put me back in the same software. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to pick up what they're doing. It's just everybody's supposed to be playing their part, I thought. You get what I'm saying? But I think that I kept on hearing, and one king ruled and for a little time, and then now the king is coming back. So again, it's still like slavery. Somebody's treating, even if you're plugged into the server and you're doing big things and you're tired because that's what you're doing in the sleep realm or in another realm, these people will try to act like you're not doing nothing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And it would be embarrassing if somebody was a regular person that didn't want to really get the right outcome to come on here and say what they're doing and that it's effective. But that just means that people should be losing their fucking jobs. And then who do got the information? And it could be this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Cups is looking to go back down to the bottom and start all over so that they're not attached to these people, even though these people that ran to the top and already manipulated hella stuff, right? So we seen the Queen of Cups and another king or something come down from the north today. Okay, this could be also somebody in their north node. They could have just wanted to bruise somebody's head, like bruise somebody's head as coming in. Or I think in one of those clips, the girl Patsy got hit in the head. It made me think about the reading from earlier where somebody is in the world card energy, but they still got hit in the head. Something about memories. This could also be somebody stealing people's memories, stealing somebody's black box or something like this. And then put you on the spot and be like, well, I got the answer. Look what I just said, or something like this. And it's just like, dude, I already did that. Why are we doing this again? Okay. Yeah, it could be this King of Wands in reverse that was dealing with this Queen of Cups. There's something sneaky going on that somebody is really not happy about. All right. And so this could be also, this could also be rebuilding something here. So this could be like a little lover spat or something like this. Somebody is happy if they bring this Nine of Wands back, a wounded warrior. But I feel like if this King of Wands is dealing with, if this is a third party, this Queen of Cups, it's like somebody got a thing for this person and somebody else. But there's jealousy here. Like the Queen of Cups is looking, she's just really angry and jealous, looking at somebody else's house or somebody's dome. Or this is like making me think about like the top of a cathedral or a Capitol building or something will have something like this at the top. Also make me think about the journey where a trail had to run through those two ladies and not get laser beamed. Okay. Somebody is very upset about what they're seeing here. Okay. Like spying on somebody, and they're really upset because this contraption could mean somebody is using a device to look at you. They're not really seeing what the Queen of Cups uses, a device. All right. You know how you could sit there and pick up something in your head and just walk around with it all day and toss the shit around until you figure out what's going on, and then you come online and you do your video. Or you might be thinking about something at the top of the day, then you go about your day, watch your TV shows, watch whatever you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, whatever like this, and then you're like, you know, this is the missing piece. So again, somebody this is not like how I said, like if somebody watches tarot, even this is somebody that's jealously watching someone on a computer screen or a spyware or something like this. And they will be watching you all in your house all day. They might see arguments, or they might see your child being messy, or that your house is messy, and they be like, girl, somebody's house is messy. Like that ain't even got nothing to do with being psychic, bitch. You watch somebody. You watching somebody in their house. So there could be a Queen of Cups that's pissed off about something, because in that portion of the movie, One girl was mad at the her husband about the slave. He was like, you need to sell her. And again, I feel like it could have been, we got devil in reverse. This could be rightfully so in somebody's situation, you know. She was making a lot of money for them, I guess. And he like, she was like, I'm gonna go back here, go back home or whatever if you're not gonna do something. And then he was like, oh, Patsy, I'll get rid of your ass before I get rid of Patsy. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So we got 8 of Pentacles here. Somebody might have to go back to the drawing board. But I was thinking in this, in that instance, it's like, depending on, like, because I guess the lady thought that because she was the wife or whatever, or she was the, you know, the master's wife and not a slave, that would get her some type of privilege. But he was letting her know right then. So somebody could be trying to let me know. They could be trying to let you know, or they could be trying to let somebody else know. Okay, but I feel like in somebody's case, this is jealousy beyond something, or this is somebody they know that they did something wrong, so they try to keep you around so it don't get exploited or exposed. Because I was thinking, I wish somebody be talking like that to me, because motherfucker, I'm the master on this plantation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else getting the finances or something, that shit ain't about to be going. Yeah, I told you. Page of Swords. This person, this Queen of Cups is spying on someone. They're spying on you mentally. Somebody knows what you're going. It's like going into my head and saying, oh, this is some good stuff she's going to talk about today. Let me make sure that the algorithm on YouTube put my videos on, because I know she watched me. And when she click on my videos, she's going to listen, and people going to hear her listening to me, and they're going to think I came up with that idea, or they're going to see me as the Queen of Cups or something like this. This is what somebody is doing. So YouTube in the algorithm will have to be, because there's no way that my channel is still at 6,000 subscribers with the level of shit that I done put on this channel for the past 10 years plus. There's no fucking way. So I know that this has something to do with that. Okay. Also somebody taking stakes out of these companies for me. This is like all the companies that's like the real America, they're trying to make me go broke, or make America go broke, by selling off like Joanne Fab. Like, these are all staples that I'm hearing that I had stakes in these companies, and they're not really closing down because, oh, everybody's shopping online. No, bitch, I'm a crafter, very whatever crafter, and don't nobody want no fucking Joanne Fabrics shutting down. Now, I know that we're going into the digital age, even with scrapbooking and paper stuff. People are creating things online, you know, printing them out and things like this. But even the paper, I always think about the energy of, that's more paperwork, or people are doing digital papers and stuff. And a lot of times, you know, that's been over, really. Like, yeah, we can, I want to say probably like 15, 20 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, it was a paper craze in the crafting world with, what's my favorite paper company? Damn, I can't even remember it right now. I can't remember my favorite paper company. But I have my favorite paper companies. Like, people is crazy about these papers and stuff coming out. You know, you want to be the first one to order it online or go in the store and pick it up. Hold on, let me see something. And then things start going with paper digital, but there's still other shit that people use in crafting. There's still other stuff that people use in crafting that you would need to go to the store and possibly pick up, you know, randomly. So it wouldn't make no sense for I just think that with many people every day picking up a new hobby or something, it still wouldn't be, especially it being a fabric store, because people not doing nothing with fabric online. People not creating fabric online and just using online fabric and printing it out. You get what I'm saying? We far from that. So with Joann's being an actual fabric store, Michael's is still like a craft store, beads, all this little stuff, things like this. I mean, they could probably do a little bit better with like what they're offering in there, going a little bit more, you know, You know, they could probably go a little bit more upscale and start seeing what's being on Temu and these other places or whatever like this, different type of, you know, ethnic they could really probably hunk up on their selection. Oh, I'll put it like that. Okay, when it comes to certain things. But that's crazy to see at Joanne Fabrics. Toys R Us, like all this stuff is that old stuff. Like also Walmart's starting to come down. It's something that these people did in the past here. Okay. And it's like, what are they replacing it with? It's like a slow shutdown. They want us to be like Africa. Like, do they even have a plan yet? You know what I'm saying? As to where people going to get shit from. Or we're just going to be ordering everything from China. It's like, I don't know. Something is weird here. We got the Chariot in reverse. This person is also coming in somebody's house. This Queen of Cups. And somebody feels like it's rightfully so. Also, with these mer babies, okay, sticking out, this could be somebody that is like a doctor, or somebody has been, you know, inseminating women. A certain pedigree you would have to go against. You would have to, because regular women with a certain pedigree, we're not out there selling our eggs to no fucking body. So you just wouldn't be doing it. Okay. I don't care, like Jupiter ascending, when the brother wanted her to give her eggs away, a certain pedigree, if it's in you and you waking at this time, you're not selling your eggs to nobody. So somebody could have been forcibly doing something like this here. Now, somebody's saying your brothers, but the guys that I put out yesterday, like, you know, Black Eyed Peas and stuff, that might be Phoenix Moon. There's some, or this Mary, or whatever this is, this Mary or Luson them, that's they people. Okay? Or this could be this Black Obsidian, that's they people. You know what I'm saying? That's not my people. I feel like somebody switched our identities. And they could have sent this girl, they could have separated this male from me, trying to act like I'm the peasant. And then, you know, let this whole family chart this whole thing with somebody that would not be able to have. Because if I'm America and England, they wouldn't have been able to do that shit. Because eventually my being around these people and hearing how shit work in the background, or for real, or what they were planning on doing, it would have triggered something in my DNA to combat with that. But if they brought another woman in that was foreign like them, or from Haiti or Africa or somewhere like them, then this could be what the fuck this is. It's just making me think it's just the bottom line. That's what this is. And people don't want it. They want to say, oh, is this prejudice? I don't give a fuck what somebody think. This ain't their nation to worry about. What the fuck you worried about hurting somebody's feelings for? That's why I said somebody, It just also seemed like these men, you know, was having sex with these women. It's been like this for centuries. It's been like this for centuries. It's time for a change. And the abundance was just bestowed and poured. They know when it's due. They know when the wheels start turning. They know when the abundance is here. And they just sat here and raked all the good riches that God bestowed upon us right now. Motherfuckers just let them walk out the door with it. And then we wonder why America always come back after a depression or a crash, and we way in debt, or the nation has been born in debt. It's really these people's debt, but they sitting real nice and pretty on our shit. So like I said, these tarot readers and the other people that look familiar to me as I seen them maybe when I grew up, or they look just like my this or just like my that. These could be the people that, again, around the time of Sam Walton's death with the Walmart, I keep saying, okay, that's why they selling. It's not because Walmart is probably doing bad. It's because they're trying to hide something. They're doing something weird. All right. And these people, I remember when Walmart opened up, and my aunties made a episode of that shit, going to Walmart and Sam's Club every single weekend. My auntie Roseanne and Risa. R&R, the railroad. That might be the railroad right there. Okay. I remember that. Okay. But these people moved. They could have even been I would call these could be forever youngers. They stopped their growth at that age, and then they sent them off somewhere. So they're looking almost like that age, maybe a lot thinner, maybe a lot different, because they lost a lot of weight. Especially those two were the bigger aunties. So they could have sent them to the UK, or took them somewhere. They lost weight, or took them somewhere. I don't know. All right. I think that is whatever Evangelist Rodriguez could be, that younger version of Roseanne. And I think that divinely guided seer is the younger version, vampire version of the Auntie Risa. That's just my opinion, okay? She just lost a hell of a lot of weight. I think that that's what that is, or they're clones of those two women, all right? And one of them was, both of them, they could have took my masculine as to have one part of the marriage in order to do all this shit that they was doing behind the scenes, and they left me behind. It's just period, okay? This is what I'm seeing here. And there go the dark magician here. I'm telling you, and I told you, somebody got, it could be a forever young they could have also froze me, or these could be frozen assets here. But they had me in this position the whole time, not being able to see. And these are the bad family members. What did I just tell you? How they just slid up from behind there. These are the unrighteous family members of David, or people that was around, or whatever this is. The people that failed Jesus, me, whatever this is. Okay, they could have stole even this daughter, or these children, or whatever like this. So we could be catching it red-handed, like the house that they found somewhere over there in Arcadia with those 21 children, 21 Jump Street. It could be somewhere in Florida. Really? Okay. 21 Savage. This could be the savage intuition, or this 21 Savage energy could be dealing with the savage intuition. This could be like a savage thing or something here, because they could have gotten rid of this King of Wands here. Like, this King of Wands was only made, custom made, I think, for me. And when these people got a hold, this person didn't know what the fuck to do. But all that ass and everything, I'm pretty sure he was happy. He must have died with a smile on his face with all that ass and all this, whatever this is. I don't know what the person was doing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody could have, he might have got brought down to the 5 of Cups, but this nigga must have been happy. Okay. When he died. Okay. So now it's time for something to be restored or repaired here. All right. But this could also be, again, you or me. If I have to step into this, I'm pretty sure they're giving it to somebody else right now, because they're not being clear as to what to do next with me. All right. I'm never getting the full message. I get the open end. A problem is shown to me. I go to sleep the next day. They might use my energy while I'm asleep to direct something and then block it out from me. And then the next thing I know, it's like, oh, you've been outrun. Somebody else took it, but it's not their shit. Like, this is pissing me off, because this is against the law. So that means that there's lawlessness here. Okay. It just means that it is. This was the secret things for me not to be happy or something like this when I restore something, or not to have a family or a helpmeet or something. This is also what I was hearing earlier. Something about a helpmeet. Somebody gave somebody a rotten helpmeet. Somebody gave somebody a helpmeet. These people redirected a helpmeet to be an enemy or against me, or be around me, but take the information and deliver it to other people. Okay. So, and then everybody's like, oh, somebody's in the past. This is now still. Stop trying to fool somebody. You're doing the same shit now. You're doing the same thing now. Oh, hi, Ramo. Somebody said hi 3 times there. So, this also making me think that, like, they could be trying to put messages through now, but you're not getting them, or I'm not getting them. It's this Queen of Swords that's intercepting the messages, and you're putting them out like it's your material, but it don't even sound like your material. Okay. And I feel like somebody want me to just let these people do it. Yeah, this was a new bright idea to put the server over here to this person, say, oh, she's not doing it right, or she's not doing it, but this is what the fuck because y'all want to get the old gang together that y'all did this shit with, to cover it up again, because y'all don't want to get to jail or judgment. And this is causing the 5 of Wands here. These is the woman so hard. These are these cold-hearted snakes looking to his eyes. She's been telling lies. All right. So let's see. We're just getting caught up. It's like, somebody's also trying to offer like a duchess position. It's making me think about even Duchess and Black Ink crew. Why I feel like it's a lot. Whoever this is also don't like the way that I do it, because somebody don't want me talking about the Bible, but it irritates a demon. That's all. This is facts here. I'm the witness. The cards is the witness. And the word is the witness. We got 3 witnesses right here when I'm pulling these cards with the Bible open. So we're just going to go ahead and read and see what we can pick up on. Because I feel like these children, something is very significant. Well, let's just do a little read real quick. Something significant about this. And I told you, somebody want to catch you slipping or catch you going, running to a place. Like, what's going over here? You ain't going to catch me, nigga, because I ain't never been to none of these places conscious. I don't think they could have had me there unconscious, but I never been to one of these places unconsciously. Somebody trying to say like, oh yeah, meet me over at the old spot we used to go. I don't got those memories, or I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, something is off balance. We got the Chariot here and the Upright. Okay. I swear to you, even if there's some secret something in the cities I came from, I don't have nothing to do with that. Somebody shared that information. Okay? Somebody shared that information with everybody else except for me. Even the enemies. So these are silly men that was led astray from their job or their house or something by a whore or a harlot or something like this and started spending their money over there, nigga. Like, for real. Or somebody tried to get you back by not giving you something and giving shit to other people, make you feel some kind of way, think they're going to come back to it. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. We got the sunglasses masculine here in reverse. Getting a tower. The game Hierophant. So it's not a game anymore. Something could have happened on 5/19. Or 2019. I just seen the Empress with the ring in the reverse. And then the police, somebody could have, I don't know, died. Everybody else, no. Even if this was a pharaoh or somebody that they need to rejoin with their spirit before they buried I keep hearing something about a burial, a funeral, a burial. I don't know. Yeah, joyous home garden. And then better things ahead. And then we got damn that sucks. In reverse. So something is not bad. Okay. We got the devil and the heavyweight strength energy. This could be like God and the devil. These people is getting exited. So like I told you, if this is somebody, okay, because somebody could be talking about you like that, or me, like she ain't going nowhere, but somebody could be also telling me or you that they're not getting rid of this person. And I told you somebody gonna have to go with them. Yeah, messenger of impulse and opportunity, and leave all your belongings behind. Or all of my stuff behind. Yeah, we got the sun in reverse. I'm telling you. King of Wands, magician in reverse with the sun in reverse. I wonder if this is masculine energy that was connected to the Virgo. While they was in prison for a crime that they maybe didn't even do that long ago. This could be somebody that was convicted of doing something to me or something like this, or somebody. Like, I feel like y'all got to understand, when you in a relationship with somebody or whatever like this, or you find out about clones and shit like this, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, because I'm just keeping it real on this channel. Because it could devastate you a little bit. You got to take time to process that shit, because It's like these men could even show up like, I was so good, I gave this person everything, but you also took everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you was with a bitch that you didn't know she was taking everything. You thought you lightened me up or something like this, and this bitch then robbed both of us. You know what I'm saying? It's like Cookie and the one girl, Kitty Boo Boo. I don't understand why we doing this again, because I already did this. I already did these posts. They don't understand. They want to move forward, but something is embedded here. You can't know where the fuck you going unless you know where something, and somebody then forgot. And I feel like God is, they running ahead and God bringing their ass back. You done forgot something. Not even really someone. Now you remember what the something is, might show you to someone, but you forgot something. Because people are trying to get away from this judgment. It says that this person was telling these people to this day, but they didn't listen. Each one of them is following the hardness of their evil hearts. This could be like these women that got these men wrapped around their finger somehow with mind control or with whatever. All right? This could be a light bulb going off. And why God said at a certain time they're supposed to stay with Christ, and they also were supposed to only be with their women or something like this, because there was certain sacred knowledge that those women or these women or we held or they held or whatever, and they didn't do that. They went with these other people, and that's why judgment is here. It's time's up. This buzzer energy, somebody could use one of these buzzers. Like, is this like a game show, a game buzzer or something like this? Judgment is above whoever is using this here. And justice is coming in. Somebody was trying to, like, in real time steal somebody else's whatever. And then we got their destiny. And we got reciprocity. The greens want to come in. It just don't seem right. I mean, they in devil energy here too, though. I just don't. And I feel like the Ten of Cups is the only thing somebody could be missing. And it's just like, this is like a two-way thing. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you do go into a union or something with somebody, these people going to be attached to it or something like this. Somebody to give you a new white house or a new white, clean person, you better believe it's some vines or something. It's some vines or something connected to this person. They're not coming from the regular workshop or some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Provider of prosperity and power. And it's going to bring in a tower. So, I don't know what. Ooh, I just don't know what. Yeah, soulmates connection here. Place. Two of Cups. The only way is this Two of Cups. I mean, we talked about this already, though. Nine of Cups. It's too late. This might mean that somebody don't want to be stingy no more. Okay, I do have to split everything with you or something like this. But wishes don't come true there. Somebody is too far fucking gone with whatever this is. Provider of logic and reason and judgment. They don't want this. If you go with these people or something like this, a motherfucker, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, you can't. You know, they wanted to make you, like, put you in a corner. They put baby in the corner. And want to say, come out, come out, come out. Okay, come on, just jump. Tower. For them. It ain't even nothing to do. It's about to happen to them anyway. For having the sun in reverse, which is the messenger of acting first and thinking later. They knew what they was doing. Okay? So let's go ahead and just read. I'm just chilling right now, y'all. Number 9 is saying, a conspiracy has been founded, the Lord said, amongst men of Judah. So this is the judicial system here. And the citizens of Jerusalem, or Heru and Salem, or her, USA, Lim. This could be an arm, the USA arm. Okay? Somebody's name could be Armstrong. This could be this Liz energy. Okay? Or Lizzie Bourdain or Borden. Okay? This could be this Lizzie energy here. Okay? This could also be, yeah, yeah, the gardener snakes, or this could be the Armstrong, which is really a white, probably. My Uncle Jeffrey, his baby mama is Lizzie or Liz, but I think it's Armstrong, but I think she's a white. I think it's a Barry White's, Jay Walker. They all the same damn person or people or whatever this is. Somebody's becoming enlightened about this. Jay Wolf, Winter Wolf. They have returned to the crimes of their forefathers who refused to obey my words. This is also cutting off the Great Spirit. Okay? They want the Great Spirit gone forever. All right? But again, like I said, these people are foreigners. What they want don't matter. Or they made you foreign, or they sent me to another land here. Okay? And this is the message here. To end this reign or whatever. But instead, I feel like they're going to lose these women. This Hecate energy or these night witches. Okay? Again, somebody could be rejecting the fountain. They might be mad. Because they care about this person too. This who they played around in the dark with. You who they played around and had to be all goody two-shoes in the light with. But there's a bright idea to finally, you know, burden somebody with what they've been doing. With heartbreak. It's time to break this person's heart. Okay? They could have been doing this to you or me the whole time. Whatever. I told you, this person can't be trusted. It's just a bottom line here. I don't like to keep fucking repeating myself. I said what I said. You think I don't be having beef with people. It ain't even going back and forth or arguing with nobody. I said what the fuck I said when I said, and that's what I mean. And so I'm not going after these women or finding out, Googling their names and shit like this to find out anything beyond what they're putting right in front of us on the screen on YouTube. I just catch it when I hear it, I catch it, and that's just what I see. All right. So this is talking about black people probably enslaving other black people. All right. Or this is people using like tribal, that ain't got shit to do with us. Okay. Like the cutting and shit like this. Like, how are you getting in somebody's house to especially you doing it to women? Now, the marker for the first male to get castrated could have been Mary Kayla, whoever the girl is that cut off her man's penis. Okay? Yeah, we got these bad families. That could have been somebody else. That could be somebody that you know or I know or that got something to do with this storyline. And they just put those people up there as if it happened to that particular people. But the real people, they did not show who it really happened to. All right? So these people learned something with Epstein and they sacrificed his ass. Bottom line. It's like that movie when those witches picked that one lady and put that baby in her stomach and they was all running around her in the middle of the night chanting and shit. And it was like, we've chosen you or whatever. That's just what this is. Some men got picked. It made you think you was going towards something special. Oh, these divine unions ain't nothing. It's demons. It's just, that's what it is. This the Most High. It's just, that's what it is. You just made demons into people or something. You just gave them some type of power or something that they're not going to be keeping or whatever this is. Okay? Yeah, this is the Most High and this is who they have locked up. This don't have to be, I don't have to be looking like this. You don't have to be looking like this. But somebody has your feet, your hands, and your eyes and shit bound. You can't sign for nothing. So if somebody's been doing this for 8 years even, okay? So somebody been signing stuff in your name, ain't none of this shit yours. And I feel like this Queen of Cups was the one doing it. This is somebody like, I'm going to go to your channel. They already know who you are. They watching you on all different levels. She talking all that shit on her channel. Let's get one of the clones and we going to put it over here. I want her to eat my pussy every night. Somebody is nasty. Somebody do stuff like that. Somebody got somebody crawling around their house like a dog. making them give them head every night, like a woman doing this to another woman. They put them in like doll mode or something like this. These people is gross. It's like a humiliation ritual, and these people feel like they're bound to letting these women do this here. Yes, the stinginess, or I told you somebody's doing dark magic to make somebody not want to give or work with you or share or something like this. My D baby been saying, she don't talk that much, but she been saying, share, D, the remote control, let me have it, share. Like she trying to tell somebody to share. So again, somebody's having a problem with sharing something. All right, when it's talking about the other side of Jordan, this could also be people been taking somebody to Africa, the tropics, other places, maybe even north, but somebody want to try sending you to Dubai or somewhere where they heard you talk this shit on this channel or whatever like this, or like I don't want to be Islam or something like this, and they want to take you somewhere where that is the thing. Okay, 12 years, no, not another one, Not Without My Daughter. That woman that went over to the Arab lands to be with her husband, and then he was beating the shit out of her and everything, and she was trying to leave, and he was like, you ain't leaving with your daughter. And so this could be a spell that somebody has on somebody right now. All right, with the 7 of Wands, you just can't see this. There's nobody around you on the same channel as you or something. This is how somebody's getting away with it. Okay, yeah, somebody could be on foreign lands, or you're on foreign lands, or somebody has changed the terrain. Okay. Somebody could have even switched your nationality so that you don't get a tower. They know that you're not going to sell yourself out or bow down to these people. We got victory here, and we got this is the truth, okay? They know that, it's an injustice that people were stealing from somebody, and you're not about to bow down or take less. I'm not. I mean, I don't know about you. All right? And it ain't about to be no damn tower. All right? Somebody did do something, or a friend of yours or somebody did something to your child, or the reason why your child got cloned is because a friend or something was jealous and killed your child. In some situations, you don't even know that your best friend had started a family, whether they was their kids or not, biologically, with this person, and you was with this person. These people got put on to this secret society. These people went off and was having a family without you, and they was attacking the family of the main female, main male family unit. Like, and somebody was in the background having children with somebody else or raising something. I don't know if it's dogs. I don't know what they was doing. But you got the Sun card here in the reverse. Somebody had something to do with somebody's child being dead. Okay? With this hitman energy, somebody killed somebody's child. And somebody seen this shit. We got the Most High energy. How did you know that? You could also told somebody that somebody ain't their child or something, and now somebody's walking away. 2 of Cups in reverse. They don't even know what they want to do. Somebody don't know what they want to do. Trying to get to the money. And then they just got breadcrumb in the end. All right? This is the truth. So now there's a victory coming to somebody else, and whoever this is could be sad about this. Okay? So again, they refuse to obey the words. They also have followed and served strange gods. The covenant which I had made with their fathers in the house of Israel and the house of Judah has been broken. Therefore, thus says the Lord, see, I bring upon them misfortune. Okay, so there's the 9 of Swords right there. Somebody is already feeling this, which they cannot escape. Though they cry out to me, I will not listen to them. Somebody is crying out or pulling on somebody's energy. It says, then the cities of Judah and the citizens of Jerusalem will go crying out to their gods, which they have been offering incense. No, this could be incentives as well. Okay. But these gods will give them no help. Whatever when misfortune strikes. So these could be people, you should have seen that just came out in the cards. Somebody thought they was going toward the bag, and what did they get? Breadcrumb. And then now they end up in the 9 of Swords right here. They could be trying to call on this energy, the world card energy in the upright. But now somebody can't hear them. Okay? There could be good news coming in from this world card energy to get their assets or their benefits themselves. You would be able to take care of yourself better with this. And this person could be also getting the gifts. Or they're like, okay, just come out of that world card energy. We'll give you the gifts. We'll let you start getting your own money. Oh my God, just stop being like that. Is you done being a bitch or something like this? It says, for as numerous as our cities are your gods, O Judah, and many of the as the streets of Jerusalem are the altars for offering sacrifices to Baal. So what I say, the altars are when again, yes, these people passion and desire in the garden is over. Somebody thought that they was passionate about somebody done seen something that made them disgusted. This also made me just think, hold on, let's get this again. These altars, if your person is cloned, you could send your child to the amusement park with their mama or their daddy today, or the auntie or the uncle today. Hey, let me pick up the kids. I'm in town. I just want to take them to the thing. That's the same thing happened to me and my sister when I was 11 years old. Okay? I knew what my mom was doing, what she called. I knew it. I already had a vision of what she was doing. So all day they found out where we lived with my mom, with my dad's girlfriend, with the Parham. They found out where we live and they was knocking on the door, everything. That's what reminded me today of when somebody kept on calling my phone. And I told the person they had to, and he kept on calling again. And that's what it reminded me of what at that time. And then my auntie and my uncle Michael and Christine was calling, and they was calling me all kind of names and everything and harassing me. And then I was like, I'm just waiting until my dad gets off or whatever, because I don't know what this is. She's like a month early. We're not supposed to be going nowhere. I know what she's about to try to do. She's about to try to take us back to Texas while he's at work or whatever. And they're like, oh, you just saying this or whatever. If you was my child, let me get my hands on you or something like this. And they was talking real violent. And I'm like, this is the first time I ever heard my family members talk to me like that. And so when my dad finally got there, she came back, and then my dad asked or whatever. My little sister said, I'm going to go. And I didn't want her to go by herself if something happened. I just didn't feel right about it. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to go too then. And then guess what? We went to a couple family members' homes, and then we went to Chicago, and we spent the night at a raunchy hotel, and then we end up on the airplane going right to Texas. And when we woke up, we was in Texas. And I said, I knew the fuck this was you about to do. Like, I knew it. She was telling, like, my sister, she slipped up. And that was my confirmation. That was my second witness right there. When she said, oh, I got a splinter and it hurt. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. You know. And she had, it was, I was 11 years old. Okay. And then she came up here with some creepy story about me being pregnant, dude. And I wasn't even having sex until 4 or 5 years after that. I didn't even have to start having sex until 4 or 5 years after that. And so it's just like, what? Yeah, so there's judgment on these people on playing these games or whatever. Also, I just seen entertainment. This could be like some, I just seen like The Price is Right, or like, what's my favorite one? Like the Steve Harvey, which one he do? When you call out what the answer is or whatever. I can't remember. You know what show I'm talking about. Okay. But so somebody's name could be Steve or Steven. Also Hervey or Harvey. I think there's a street called Harvey over in North Chicago. It's a street called Harvey. It's like on the bad side of town or whatever. So she made me take a pregnancy test at my auntie house, and she was like, good or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck would make you think. I remember we stopped at that Walgreens right there on the corner by the swap shop, and she got that damn test, and I'm looking at her when she came back to the store like, bitch, is you crazy? Is you crazy? I already told you, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Okay? I already had told you. Now, this could be, okay, I'm thinking back then, if this is this no-cut cards or whatever, if that was that, because I know Pam got a lot of, the Parham girl that my dad was dating, I know she got about I seen about 6 of her clones online, and I seen her spawn like Amina Butterfly and them. These got to be spawns of these people and whoever else was going in the background. So somebody said, mind my business, motherfucker. I got to clean it up first. This is my fucking business. What do you mean? I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't, because I don't go looking up celebrities, give a fuck about what they doing. I don't care. Unless it's mine, motherfucker, then I need to know. So we end up back in Texas or whatever like this. Messenger of impulse and opportunity. All right. And then we got justice. And then I had to find my way to get to the store and everything. And then go map out a plan to call my dad on the payphone. You know, and then I had to tell my dad they had a thing out for us, a missing children thing and all this type of shit. And then I got in trouble because she knew already that I had called and told. And so that was the worst week of my life. Okay, having to stay there after she knew she had booked my ticket and I had to go back. All right. So to be honest with you, when I went back, the dad could have already been gone or missing, or the dad could have been taken. I don't know what the bigger plan could have been. That could be also why she was trying to say, don't you wish you would have stayed? I don't know. Okay. They could have swapped this dad out at that point. But I was also thinking if the Parhams could have taken me and put me somewhere else here, in like an Ada Swords somewhere, and if they let somebody have access to me when I was young, and that version of me, I'm here, it could have been a clone or a decoy because somebody heard what the fuck they was doing. And they could have put this a decoy of me could be out there in another type of lifestyle. Nothing to do with the lifestyle that I have right here or that I've had. This version of me could have been battered and beaten and raped and treated horribly and abused and punched in the face. It pisses me off when I think about it. Meanwhile, these other cousins and these other people were building stallions and other people off of my products and my privilege. They were building versions of themselves to go out there and rob and rape and pillage other people. But it's not my fault. It's these people that you're trying to keep me under their thumb or trust them getting a guardian or whatever the fuck this is to touch me or touch my stuff. These people can't be trusted. We got better things ahead way. Now, again, I've been back and forth to Texas since then. I do believe the last time when we went for the whole family trip to Texas when my youngest was like 3, they swapped us out again. I don't think that the version of us that went to Texas, I don't think we came back. I'll just say that. I think that was my Hannum version though. That's India's version that probably went there and didn't come back. And then we got death in reverse here. So that was that little story. And that's how me and my sister got separated. She just stayed down there with my mom and my brother and her husband or whatever. And I just came back here. And then the custody thing was set. She had custody of the sister and he had custody of me. But these gods will give them no help whatsoever and misfortune strikes. Okay, so I don't know. People could have been pleading out for help. You know how some people like put in to make sure that like grandma's house is straight. Things like this. Like my dad was the one, my dad and my uncle Aaron was the ones that would do that. Like make sure that my grandma's house was like taken care of or whatever since she passed. Even the other brothers and sisters lived there. But maybe, again, these are people that's going to be, like, stingy, or this will be, somebody could be putting this spell work on my house, I think. I noticed that with my family, I was just talking to my daughter, and it got kind of, this is my youngest, and we never got into, like, a strict little conversation or heated little conversation like we did. I want to show y'all, it's nothing, I feel like this is a skit or a play or a TV show. I don't feel like this is my life at all, so it's not really my life that we're talking about. It's whatever's the fuck, somebody trying to keep me in some time warp or something, and I'm not gonna be staying. But it's also to run somebody, is to run me off so I don't stand my ground and get what belongs to me. And so I have to maybe suffer. It might be a little suffrage or tumultuous times. I don't think it's supposed to be going. Something is very wrong. It's not supposed to go like this. But, you know, running is not an option without it. You understand? So she was like, oh, Mom, you're doing this. You embarrassed me because I saw some money under a tree. It looked like a little stack of money under like a little bush or whatever when I pulled to the drive-through. So I got out the car and I went over there and I picked it up, but it was like inflated because it was like it must have got wet with the rain, so it looked puffed up more than it was. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a little stack of money like this, but really it was just $1 flapping around in the wind like this. You know what I'm saying? So I went and I got the dollar. She's like, oh my God. And she was like, you're just so embarrassing or something like this. And she started like hurling all these insults. And I'm like, okay. And then we got into like a little spiff, but I could tell when somebody is in, I can tell that somebody else has taken a hold of these family members and they're not the same. Somebody else is remote controlling these people. The spouse, the so-called spouse, or whatever he is, whatever y'all got in my house, the child and the other child and the D baby, y'all got her on 10. That's why I say about careful with this ADD and giving these children pills. Some of this shit it's a remote control viewing or remote control processing, or it's some words or names to whatever the fuck they're using to cause you to be stressed out. Somebody wants you to say, and run out the house like, I'm not coming back here. Oh my God. You know, they want you to end up in a mental institution or something like this. All right. Especially knowing that this is going on and it's you know, but what else are we supposed to know about and talk about on here? The same old shit. These are facts here. They've been compromised. So somehow they got a hold of these people and they're compromised. Everybody else except for me in the house is compromised. I may be being bound, but they're compromised. They don't have to be bound. So we got strength cards, standing strong, nostalgia. Somebody thought that you would be thinking back, oh, remember it back in the days. No, that's not somebody right now. Okay. You might not even be able to see something clearly, but I feel like somebody's like, it don't even matter. All right. So these altars could be like that. Like whoever came up here to pick up me and my sister, that could have been an altar. Yeah, injustice. That could have, there go 11 in reverse. An injustice happened here. That could have been an altar. I don't even remember. I just remember we fell asleep in that raunchy little hotel in Chicago, like a little motel thing, a raunchy little thing. I can't remember who gave, I don't know if it was a cab. We might have took a cab or something. We might have took a cab. And I remember I was crying in that backseat of that thing. I was writing help me on the window with my fog in my breath. I was being a little dramatic, but I just felt I knew something was wrong. It was wronger than wrong, right? So since we moved to another house, when we came to Texas, the house was already empty. It was only boxes there. And the next day we moved. So it made me think, well, damn, did something happen to the family down there? You know, did something happen to my mom, my brother, and her husband? And, you know, they put clones there too. Like, I'm just a little bit confused. Like, why Source got us talking about this again? So really, you can't even prove, you know, I can't, like, was that the mom? We got magician here. Definitely some manipulation. So you could send your child to the grocery store with the dad, or the dad say, hey, let me come pick up the child. Like I said, when my D baby, the one time she got picked up by her other family, and she came back kind of like puffy between her legs, and she was coming back bleeding and all this other stuff. And so we called DCFS and made the report. Okay. But the person never came back to visit child again. So they could have brought us a baby that looked like our baby from the underworld. And that day, in that visit, they could have took the real baby and ran off with it. The Cole family. You never know. You never know. And they brought me back a bruised up baby from, again, some of these women were having twins. And they take out one of the twins and give it to somebody else and then have them go the same time as you. And then when you go into the hospital, then they swap the babies out if they have to. It depends on who you are. Yeah, we got the sun in reverse. So whoever this cool guy, or again, we got the, this could be also somebody refused to put buttons on their eyes. Or, you know, somebody's taking off those shades. They see, they freaking out because they see everybody around them is fake. Yeah, stuff is hidden that they don't know about. Okay, and then we got the fool, or somebody tried to hide this and they shouldn't have done that. Somebody, hold on, what did they try to hide? Let's see. Yeah, go in reverse. Don't go. Somebody tried to hide something. It's saying don't go north. So, something's going on in the north. Okay, so if you plan on going north, okay, it ain't a good idea. Also, a lot of these men, they could be bisexual or gay, and they don't want that to get out. It's saying go the other way, go south. So you probably shouldn't go to Milwaukee. Okay, if this is the case or something like this, go to Chicago or something like this. Okay, better things ahead. And then we got the devil. So God and the devil, this could be something about going back south. Okay, God and the devil, how far south that is to you. It could be across the street from you. It could be across the country. Okay, but something bad is going to happen to somebody if they go into the north. All right, because these people are collaborating with these vines or these green people. But their future plans is in reverse because they're doing something very unjust here. Okay, and this is the news here. All right, so again, somebody could have came pick up your child, take them to the mall or something, and then they switch places. Oh, hold on, stay right here, baby. I'm gonna go in the bathroom real quick. And then when that person went in the bathroom, they stayed in there. They could. I can even see somebody crying. I can even see somebody crying. Okay. Yeah, I could see it. And somebody else came out. Win, lose, or way in reverse. And then we have the world or the rest of the world in the reverse here. Okay. Yeah, because somebody was having somebody pent up for their energy, drained of their energy this whole time. All right. This could be since the birthday 28, because on the 28th, my person's birthday, we went to, like I said, that Hilton energy, went to the Hilton Hotel, to the presidential suite. And I don't, one of us didn't come back, or both. I don't know. We got options and illusions are in the reverse. Yeah, 2 people was getting drained of their energy. It's almost like somebody went back for something else. Being sneaky, yeah. Like one could have been drained of the energy and one was shown the ways of the people that ended up going in that direction. These are people that set up an operation to beguile someone or do something wrong to the Christ, but then they got the person in, talk snake talking, pillow talk in the ear and tell them, oh, look what she's doing. She's messing with our money. This person could have even came back towards you to try to snake you or something like this. And in the end, they said, nope, you went against God. And so we got to do this to you. We're going to, you know, cut off your penis or do some crazy shit or trap you in this thing. But it's like, wait a minute. Y'all the ones that, y'all was doing bad stuff against the Lord already. And then you got me over here to do stuff for you and actually put my hands or do this because I was close to the household or I lived in the household. And then you're going to punish me. But who's going to punish you? You brood of vipers. Okay. So you just got to be careful. Yeah, these people with this fire energy, balancing act. This could be somebody could have ignited something or set something on fire. These could be these the garbage pail kids. They like to run recklessly, roam free, and do crazy stuff. Or lost boys and lost girls, misfits, whatever this is. They could have did something here with a balancing act and then a lighter here. Somebody could have set fire to something. Somebody could have had burns on their hand. Somebody tried to balance something out. They could have also got rid of a facility that was holding, you know, important information. Okay, so starting stable is in reverse. Yeah, this could be this 10-10 energy. Yeah, this is not the world card energy that God showed this person. Okay, and somebody else cannot leave it all behind. The hermit energy. This could be somebody that's seeing in the dark or the light in the dark. Yeah, so even that house fire with that little girl, they said that homeless house or whatever in Milwaukee was on fire. I don't know. I had a dream that my daughter was in that house. Or somebody else's daughter that's the same age as that child. In Milwaukee, where they said that they think it was a young girl and there were like 4 other men. Right? This could be a child that again, Virginia Woolf went off with some guys. Whatever this is, it's got the children go against the mother, because I don't know if the children are aware that they're being handled in that manner. It seems like it's something that's coming in from the father's side. And they don't infuse the mothers with whatever this is to keep the mothers as a weak point. Okay, so when they done, you know, spying on the mother in the house and everything, and, you know, they done moved on and they found somebody, okay, I think I could replace her with this person. Then they kind of just like discard or let anybody run up in your energy then. It's like it's making me think like at the wedding when somebody throw the garter up in the air. Somebody just throw the key up in the air. And whoever get the key, that's who could sneak in your house at night and have sex with you with fentanyl. So they already raised these girls to be like Kama Sutra type of energy or something like this. All right. But they're giving up a God box for a good box most times. And then they realize that way later. All right, make all the money with these girls. And at the end of the day, once they let go of their real God or their real Lord, then they start acting funny about the money. But some of these girls, they'll come choke your ass to death, but wouldn't dare do it to any of these girls, no matter how long you knew them. All right. So they could have had that daughter running around for a while with these people, and that could be the little wolf energy that just got passed away. But this could have been some spell work to put the mother. That could be like Hope Michelson's death. They could have put me or the real mother of this child, because you never know when the child got swapped out all the way. In your womb, at the hospital, at 7 years old, 10 years old, whatever this is, you never really know. Or they could have been being swapped out more than once. Right? And somebody could have turned me into like a wolf energy, like somebody that can't see the world from man's point of view. You get what I'm saying? Somebody gave somebody else my black box that could also communicate with men while they was doing this treachery. So when they say that God let these people go and do whatever they want, God didn't let them. They was doing mind control. They was doing this same shit. So a Queen of Cups is losing their power. People don't want to see this person in the bad light, whoever this is. Whoever this mommy watching energy. This is somebody that got... They're not working no 9 to 5. And they're not just sitting at home not doing nothing. This is somebody that got deals with Africa overseas. They sending kids. They're doing trafficking, embezzling. These people, the Mexico back and forth. These motherfuckers is going. This Queen of Cups. She got her foot in many different... This is like a Papa was a Rolling Stone pimp. They don't want God to pimp them. They like this energy until they don't like it no more. And this bitch end up with all, she know all the laws and everything to write shit up, to go to court, to handle their business. And then this nigga looking like, damn, I knew I shouldn't engage with this kind of person, because now look at this. Even if I was thinking about taking this back to my person, because Mommy Wata ain't letting you go back. Read about Mommy Wata. Once you leave your wife and your wife and your children, she will kill you or rip everything off from you in order to, if you want to go back to your family, and you're not going to be in peace. Because the way to the riches that she's offering is if you abandon your children and your woman. And then Mommy Watson is gay or something like this. She wants to go over there and drink from your fountain of your daughter and the mother. They like it when the woman can catch on to them and say, I don't like that bitch, or I see this person as wicked, or something like this. And you a child of God. They like it even more. It makes them feel so good. Or that you American and they from a foreign country and they've been able to come do this to you on your land. It make them feel so good. And so then, guess what? Later on, when slavery came to the South, you see what I'm saying? For the people that want to say, oh, I was already here or something. What? Okay, well, you see what I'm saying? Then you got to pay off that debt or something like this. Then what? Then you got to pay them taxes, taxation come around. Then what? Because somebody's like, oh, you going in a new thing? No, motherfucker, I want the stakes and all that shit that these niggas create. I said, I didn't stumble. I said, whoever had attachments or something to my domain, I want a percentage of all them nigga shit. Everybody's. All the new millionaires that has something to do with, and if they doing something that's similar to what I said, or if they stole my stakes or took me out and put them in, I want that shit too. Yeah. It just, yeah, because all these people got their hands out. They're not getting anything. The witches, the bones, the mummies. The bones could be the phallic energies of these men going around, sleeping around or whatever, or having sex with these people, right? The mummies could be these mothers' images that they be going, getting them out the crypt or giving them rejuvenated. Because, and then we got the witches here, or aliens or something. But, girl, I was watching this show. It's like something about the fountain of youth or something like this. Now, I seen this show the other day and I couldn't help see something. Because I was looking at a picture that somebody sent me of my mother or my grandmother. My grandmother and a couple people in the family. And they look so refreshed. They look so good or whatever in those pictures. But I was like, dang, that could be a filter. And then I was watching something the other day about an old lady. And her house is broken or whatever. In Mississippi or something. And like this lady is older now. Old. And because I'm thinking back when I was like, where grandma staying now that her place is broken down or whatever over there in the projects? And then they said, oh no, I think she came to go stay with Christine or somewhere near there. But I'm guessing they could have swapped her out then. But anyways, I'm trying to make markers as I go. And then I haven't went to see my grandma since. This is a couple years back. So I was looking at this lady and I'm like, dang, she kind of looked like my grandma. But she also kind of reminded me of Amina, Peter Gunn's baby mama. And I was thinking like, whoa, wait a minute. That's got to be some witchcraft. King of Cups, the clown. Somebody's in reverse here. Also, number 5, somebody that was born in May could be in the reverse. They're looking at you as like a spy or a fly on the wall. Somebody want to get rid of somebody, possibly. Or whatever you seen got rid of a King of Cups, a clown energy. It could also be this crew cut energy. Yeah, that's about to get a tower here. You can always tell the real weird ones, man. They don't know how to communicate or something like this, and they want to be leaders and rulers. No, no, you can always tell them, tell something about them here. This could also be the forever young version of somebody's father. These could also be your children dealt with these people, and now since they want to get their payout, these people is like, oh, I don't got nothing for you. I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing left, man. Ooh, I ain't got nothing. Yeah. And so we got number 8 or something like this. Somebody could be getting out of jail, or somebody could have been in jail for 8 years and now they're getting out. So this could have happened to somebody, like your child could have went somewhere with their mother or father, and these people got a hold of that child then. And then, I don't know, the ambulance could have went in the ambulance and didn't come back. Or it wasn't an ambulance. This could have been somebody could have set up this whole thing at the school with that EpiPen, Epi-Steam, with that pen. Okay. And they could have sent like a private ambulance. Because again, if somebody's on a list or even your address, I'm hearing that could be the same thing they did to me when I got poisoned, and they said I had a gallstone, but it could have been poison at the Metropolitan House. The twins was in had pre-K. They was in pre-K. And I went in the ambulance. That could have been a private ambulance. Okay. But again, and this person could have got picked up by the police and spent 8 years in jail, and your real child could have been spending 8 years with some other people. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. There is some type of warlock, witch, or something that's going down as soon as they rose up. Something has been identified that this person was doing something with other people's third eye. These people were stealing people's third eye to get fortune. All right. Now we see, yeah, they could sell. This could be like selling your soul or something, like selling your third eye. Like, what I need that for? I just got all this money invested in my account. I don't care. I'll shut up and look the other way. Just give me my money. And now they might not have that anymore. Somebody could have also got back into some fortune. It says for numerous as the cities. Yep. All right. So somebody's not listening to them when they call. But this could be also, I'm getting like also an entity here that don't like children or don't want their person around children, or they could have found out the truth about these ain't their children, and it was just easy for them to want to cut these people off or something. Do not intercede on behalf of these people, nor utter a plea for them. So this could be some warning about a certain group of people. These could be some kind of children, something like this. All right. Knight of Cups. 10 of Wands. And then the Children of the Night is in reverse here. They could be getting punished for something. Knight of Cups could also be being burdened about something with this ghost energy. Somebody could be like ghost energy. Like, you could see this person and they not even gonna remind you of themselves. Like, this could be somebody that spent, you know how people be in those movies and shit like this. Like, yeah, it was the highlight of the life. We was all living it up, and little Junebug and them was over here doing this and that. And then one day, the cops came knocking and this happened, and yeah, and then it shows somebody else, yeah, I was in a pen for 8 years and I lost my whole life and such and such and such and such. But, it shows them like living it up, pulling it up. Now we got haunted house in reverse. These people might be blocked from entering your house or having access to your home. Or like I said, it wasn't a haunted house. It was these people that was sneaking in and out, getting paperwork, doing whatever, playing around with your coochie. I don't know what they was doing. Okay, this is what somebody was doing though. Yeah. This could be why somebody was off a little bit. You could have been off. Your pH could have been off. Your mind could have been altered a little bit because they got the 4 bones here. Okay, and we got Sagittarius energy in reverse. So you might not have been sharp and accurate about things that was going on because you was being penetrated by something here. So somebody could be trying to take you to the guillotine or for punishment, but you was not. This is like somebody was not accurate at the moment when something happened. Somebody could have been drugged, whatever this is. Okay, when somebody got penetrated by these men. Somebody like, oh, you said you never been had a train ran you. I haven't. There's something that somebody that looked like me could have, or somebody could have drugged somebody and did it. I don't know. Okay, I wouldn't know. But it's saying haunted house. No, somebody was in your house. Okay. They could have did this and make it like, oh, you a whore. You said you never had a man in your house, and I haven't. And somebody could have recorded this, and this person like, oh man, when I was in jail, this is what somebody was doing. Cause I told you, whatever, this could be 2 different lives. You ain't even gonna recognize this person. This person don't even probably know you. Think about that shit. How crazy this is. Motherfuckers thinking they ghost and running around here like can't nobody see their ass and trying to be in some cool kid club. And then if they do got a chip or something like this and they can see in your house, and they got to sit there and watch you in there with something that look like them. Some of them know that this they uncle or they cousin. Yeah, there could be a tower for these people. 8 of Cups. Somebody wanted the 8 of Cups, a situation. All right, but they can't. We got a King of Pentacles could be coming back broke. All right, and then there's a child here. The Page of Wands here. Somebody could have been making money off of somebody's child here by using dark magic. All right. But Mommy Watson is the orchestrator of all of this. And these people got to stay. It's a slave master. Just basically and bottom line. Yeah, Page of Cups. An angel baby in reverse. I'm telling you, somebody's into some dark shit. Hierophant in reverse. It says, what right has my beloved in my house? This could be somebody asking what was somebody doing in their house, and somebody showed them this clip, but it ain't even you, or they drugged you and ran up in your crib or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm imagining these people might travel light. Somebody got like a case with their little stuff in it or something like this. Okay. And somebody say, yeah, go get my case or whatever I was having at such in them house. And then they like, oh, the key was in there or whatever. And somebody like, oh, I've been wanting to get up over there. You get what I'm saying? This could also be a plea deal or something here. And it says, while she prepares her plots, can vows and sacred meat. This could be vows broken here. And then sacred meat could also be sacred penis or something like this. I don't know. Or this could be sacred meat like buffalo meat. Or they could be looking at one of your clones. One of your clones could be from the olden times. Okay. I mean, if this the West world, you could have a clone that's from like the olden times. Okay. And somebody could have, and people wouldn't dare touch that one because they could go back to get like resources that they need. But somebody could have did that. This could also be people that is fountains that was created, men with healing, meat. Turn away your misfortune from you. Will you still be jubilant when you hear the great invasion? A spreading olive tree, goodly to behold. The Lord has named you. Now he sets fire to it. Its branches burn. This could be like branches of government or something like this as well. Somebody's just doing this just because. The Lord of hosts who planted you has decreed misfortune for you because of the evil done by the house of Israel and those in the house of Judah. So somebody could be trying to get you to wake up. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords here. It ain't got nothing to do with somebody here. And somebody looking like a fool for doing that too. Because somebody showed somebody misinformation here. Also, somebody could have planted you somewhere. Okay? And they was feeding you foreign meat or something like this. And this could have even woke up these people to a different way. By the house of Judah who provoked me by sacrificing to Baal. So somebody was given to Moloch or Baal or something like this here. This could also be a Page of Wands energy, a little child, a little boy. There could be a baby. This Christine energy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going back and forth if to use this marvelous energy or this bone. There's one girl here or a smaller child with these bones around them. Somebody got like, somebody's dealing with a lot of men or something. But it's like, I don't know, these people and these people is in reverse. I mean, this could be also some house that's holding, they saying infants or children from the age of this to 13. There could be houses that got, you know, teenagers or whatever, runaways or people that been displaced or something, living all in and out of there, dealing with each other. I also saw like a little show about some like teeny bopper kids. Like they was all in the house together. You know, like how like they had Krishan them and the bad girl thing. But these girls, these was like young kids. Like, who would you date? Which one of these people in this house would you want your daughter to date? You know, these was like young kids that'll probably be hanging out, you know, runaways or something, playing video games and, you know, going kicking it. Like this was like, I mean, it seemed like it would be a good thing to watch, but it's almost a little bit too young. Like the kids just look real young. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I guess that would be all right. Like, but I don't know. It just it seemed like a little unprofessional for TV because they look so young. You know, when we have the real world and shit like this, with Tammy Roman and them in there, I think that's what it was called. You know, there was like college age, you know, young adulthood. But these kids, it's almost like, damn, ain't you supposed to still be in high school or something? Like, I don't know. I knew it because the Lord informed me at the time. You, oh Lord, showed me their doings. So again, you could be showing somebody what these people was doing here. So somebody else is trying to act like they showed somebody, but it's really you or me that showed somebody. King of Swords is in reverse with this time energy. There could be also a Two of Cups between these two people. And then that's what I said. That's when somebody allowed for these bone energies to enter into a home or something, to do something weird. And these could have created seed. And this time energy got the seed. Okay, it could be up 7 children. 7 cups, 7 girls. Like this is like somebody trying to do something biblical in like the underworld with all these people with these corrupt minds. And it's like you don't mix the two. Like this is supposed to be something that's done like beautifully or something like this. Y'all just didn't turn it into some mud duck ass shit. Queen of Swords energy. Like I said, that little girl down there in Florida with that one dude, that person looked familiar to me, almost like my person. And the girl kind of looked like my friend. You know what I'm saying? And then the little girl kind of looked like Unique Tarot. It's like, whose kids is these? Like I said, unless these people, I told you, these girls got phallics, and they was getting me or somebody else pregnant or something like this here. And then I told you this is that the little kids or the babies, the 5 babies. I think it was more than, something that's telling me it was more than that. That they found in the attic of that lady after she left that letter, and then whatever. This could also be somebody putting memories in somebody's head about murdering children, and they never murdered children. It was a cousin or something of yours that wanted your spot in heaven or some shit like this, or a higher ranking position, and that bitch killed them kids and put them in your attic or put them in your head. And they trying to say you died and now we could go through your tomb and see what's going on, or go through your brain. Bitch, I ain't dead. You better not touch my shit. Ain't nothing to see. It ain't nothing to see. Matter of fact, okay, you know, if these are the professionals or the people that don't have no quorum in this, guess what? You're going to find out that it's these bitches that you put in these positions that you calling some precious stones up there, and they rotten rocks. Somebody mentally ill was killing people's kids or something here. Good little kids. They was Kenny. They was killing innocent children and keeping mentally ill, crazy, sporadic, oopsie ass kids. This is what somebody was doing. And now somebody feel like a fool because everything that they raised is just not right. It's not loving, giving. It's not, these kids is cold, calculated, callous. They also upgraded with AI. These motherfuckers be robbing your bank accounts while they sitting in the house with you for a future. You know, this is, I'm trying to tell y'all. Hold on one second.